Great Scott! We're going back to the future. Hey, what's shaking? What's baking? Welcome to Hero City Toy Reviews. Today we are looking at the 2020 release by NECA of the Back to the Future 2, the 35th anniversary Marty McFly action figure. Of course, this figure is based on the Marty McFly character from the awesome Back to the Future series. The movie was originally released November 22nd, 1989, and this figure here was released in October of 2020. And a little side note, you can see the barcode there, and that number, those two last digits of the number usually represent the year NECA releases them. I found that out recently. I think it's really cool. So this was released in October 2020. Of course, in Back to the Future 2, Marty and Doc Brown travel to the year 2015. Kind of crazy to say that was the future then, right? We're in 2025. So 2015, they travel to, I think, in October as well. October 21st, if I remember correctly. And they have to stop Marty's future son from making a life-ruining mistake. But after doing that, they realize that Biff also traveled and stole the almanac. So then they have to go all the way back to 1955. All right, let's take a look at this. Beautiful artwork, beautiful box. Of course, that's the movie poster for Back to the Future 2. Just looks amazing. What a pose that is with the awesome DeLorean there. That is the top of the box. You can see there the DeLorean, out of time, license plate, so cool. One of my favorite movie franchises of the 80s. This is absolutely amazing movie, amazing franchise. Absolutely love it. So there you go. There's the back. Took me a long time to get this guy. I don't know why. One of those I didn't get around to getting until now, even though it's a 2020 release, but it's new to me. So I'll show it to you guys. Of course, you can see all the different characters there in the line. I thought that's the coolest Marty because this Marty comes with a hoverboard. I think that's the one that comes with a guitar, I believe, or other accessories anyways. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see that. So you got Marty with a hoverboard right there. And you can see him, all the accessories in there. Looks great. Let's take him out of the box and have a better look. So there he is out of the box with all his accessories. And as usual, NECA, the background inside the box, the insert is also always very cool. Always gives you a nice little background should you choose to have the figure in front of it. I mean, it does work if you have this on a nice shelf. You can use the clock tower as a background. You can see there, it looks pretty cool. So I always find that really cool about NECA. Let's take a quick look at his accessories first. Of course, a second head if you want him without the hat. I'm going to put him with the hat because that's a really famous scene and one of the best scenes in the movie when he's trying to escape from Biff, puts on the hat and the hoverboard and the whole thing. So I like him better with the hat on. The sculpt is pretty good. I mean, I could see Michael J. Fox there a little bit. It's not perfect. But I mean, it's good enough. At a quick glance, you do see Marty McFly there. I think it's decent enough. Of course, one extra hand only. And this is probably to hold the Pepsi Max. That also comes with it here. You can see how small that is. And I think you can play around with that and have the hand hold it. So there's the famous Pepsi Max from the movie. Really nice little detail. And the frosted container that it comes in when Marty gets this served inside the 80s cafe. So that can just go in like that. You can display that next to him on the shelf. Very nice little touch. Nice little detail. And looks good. So one extra hand as you see there. Now, of course, the amazing, famous hoverboard. Very recognizable from the Back to the Future scene. Very nice detail on this. The color is perfect, and what a nice little touch this is by NECA. Normally, this would say Mattel. I believe also in the movie it says Mattel. But NECA put their own logo on here, so they're not advertising for a different toy company. I find that really neat. Still looks like the Mattel logo when you look at it quickly, but it actually says NECA. Very nice. So the detail is nice. The paint is nice. Looks like a very nice hoverboard. So now this pops off. You can see here. And if you want Marty to ride the hoverboard, you just put this extra piece with the peg on it and you put it in there. And then you can see he's got the peg. You can ride the hoverboard. Same with this piece in the back. you replace it with this one that comes with. Let's try that now. See if I can get it off. And you can see that there. Took the other one off. That's the other one. It's just flat. You put this one. So you can put this on the base right there. And you can have Marty on top of it. Like he's hovering using the hoverboard. Kind of like that. You can see there. Marty goes right on there. Really cool way to display him if you want to do that. I think it's really neat. I might display him like this. Actually, it actually looks pretty cool. You can see there, Marty goes right on the hoverboard. Looks awesome. Right? Gotta make sure you balance him. There you go. Something like that. Anyways, you get the idea. Very neat. Very cool accessory to have. Such a classic scene from the movie. Definitely a great way to display him on the hoverboard. I think that's how I'll pose him myself. All right, so now let's take a look at Marty real quick. Sculpting, painting, etc., articulation. We'll take a look at that. So again, there's the head sculpt. The hat is not removable. That's one piece right on the head. Again, you see Marty McFly there. It's good enough. I do see Marty and Michael J. Fox. Looks really good. Not the best NECA has done, but good enough, I think. And the hat, nicely done with the colors. It's very shiny in the movie with those classic 80s colors. I think they've done a good enough job here with the paint application on the hat. The inflatable jacket, right, when he pushes a button and it all inflates. Feels like rubber, very rubbery like in the movie. It looks like rubber with all the sculpting here. Even back here feels like rubber. And it's very textured, if you can see that. Picks that up nicely. Nicely done by NECA. The sculpting is very good. And just the jeans, and of course the famous Nike Air Mags. I know they made some real pairs of these. And they go for absolutely crazy money. I'm not a sneakerhead, but I know they can go for $30,000, $40,000 or something crazy. The movie is what made these shoes famous. The self-lacing Nikes. So very, very nice. Good sculpting on the shoes. They look great. And overall, it's a beautiful figure. It looks like Marty. And it looks awesome. I mean, I have no complaints with it. Other than the sculpting could have been a little better, I guess. But it's good enough, like I said. So very nice detail, very nice figure. Articulation, that's as far as the arms go because of the rubber jacket. The head doesn't go too far back because you can see the hair hits there. But side to side is good. Down is good. Up, not too much, but that's okay. And again, legs all the way up, side to side. And the knee bends right there. Elbows don't bend too much either because of the rubber. So this one especially doesn't really want to move at all. That's as far as it goes. The rubber on the jacket kind of gets in the way. But again, good enough. So that's Marty from Back to the Future 2. Let me know what you guys think. All right, overall, great figure. If you like this movie franchise, must get. If you collect NECA, if you collect any kind of action figures based on movies, absolutely happy with this figure. Great selection of accessories. I mean, just the hoverboard alone is the most iconic scene. So having him on the hoverboard like that is amazing. Like I said, probably my favorite movie franchise of the 80s. So must have, must get. Highly recommend. Sculpting is not the best, but it is good enough. Everything else is amazing. And let me know what you guys think. And please, if you like this kind of content, if you enjoy the channel, it's fairly new. Any kind of love you can show me is greatly appreciated. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you on the next one.